Three things you need to be paying attention to. Tony Katz today. Good to be with you. Tucker Carlson is going to move to Qatar. No, I don't know if he's moving, but he's going to buy a house there. And he's like, I'm an American. I do what I want. Listen, Tucker. Nobody understands what's going on with you. You sound like a crazy person. No one said that you can't buy a home in Qatar or Qatar, Qatar. But your love affair with Qatar and going to this symposium in Doha and doing interviews and more pushback on Ted Cruz than on Nick Fuentes and the terrorism possibly funded by the royals there in Qatar, and we're not supposed to notice? And then Tucker fans will get all crazy. Why is everybody so obsessed with Tucker Carlson? Why is Ted Cruz so obsessed? Good Lord. I'll say anything about anyone I want anytime I want. You see, Tucker, I also am an American. I did reach out to Tucker for an interview, and I thought I had the proper email and things like that. I didn't. It got bounced back to me. No one said you can't, although I didn't know you could, because I don't know the rules of Qatar and whether they allow people from the United States to own property there. I don't know what those rules are. But, man, that's weird. It's weird to want to move to a spot where the real question of their support of terrorism lingers. And I think we all kind of know the answers. That's Tucker. Explain his politics? I can't. When he interviewed Vladimir Putin, I'm like, okay, if I had the opportunity to do it, I would do it too. When he told me that Russian grocery stores were better than U.S. grocery stores, okay, sit down. You sound like a crazy person. You are a crazy person. Plain and simple. Then there is, as broke last week, the arrest of the January 6th pipe bomber. These pipe bombs were allegedly put down on January 5th in front of the RNC and the DNC, and the FBI said, we don't know who did this, and hey, who left their cocaine in the White House? Nobody knew anything. Hunter left his cocaine in the White House. That's my bet. If there are odds on Polymarket, could someone find it for me? What are the odds? Are we still guessing as to whose coke that was? Who planted these bombs? No one knew. And then here come Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, the director of the FBI and the deputy director of the FBI, saying, we've got a guy. A younger black man. That's who planted these bombs. And then came all the conversation about, oh, well, this guy's a Trump supporter. Oh yeah, a Trump supporter. Oh, he thought the 2020 election was rigged, and that's why he did it. The left so desperate to make all of this fit their narrative, they didn't care what they said. So all this talk of, well, this guy was a Trump supporter, well, just anonymous sources, as you know. Oh, we're not 100% sure. The family leans left. The father has a bail bonds business. They hired Ben Crump, who's a progressive attorney who does all of these cases where he wants to be able to scream racism. That's how he made his money. And they engaged a lawsuit going after the Trump administration for immigration policies. That's the family that he is a part of. And he is the one alleged, remember, innocent until proven guilty, to have planted these pipe bombs. So the left, instead of saying, hey, what's the story here? They said, hey, how do we manipulate the story? How do we change the story so it fits our narrative? Because what's more important than the narrative? News? News. That's funny. News is what we tell people it is. All of a sudden you realize 1984 is a really good book. And the idea of something being memory hold. very real. That brings us to story number 3. Story number 3 was a weird post by a guy I don't know. Aaron Sabarium, who's over there at Free Beacon. I don't know Aaron. But I like Free Beacon. I'm like, okay, I'm reading. Many IT firms, meaning internet technology firms, are internet technology, or is it information technology? Sorry, I said internet technology, information technology. They are posting job ads that unlawfully bar applicants from U.S. citizens. I'm sorry. They bar job applications from U.S. citizens, and they posted something, the React training program, designed for individuals looking to enhance their skills in web development through hands-on experience and comprehensive training. You must have 5 to 6 years of experience. Need candidates looking to take a training program on React. Need a bachelor's before 2015. No U.S. citizens. I'm sorry, no U.S. citizens. What in the world is that? And then it continues one after another with jobs that are available in IT, not to U.S. citizens. If you have an H-1B, yes. If you're an American citizen, no. What is happening here? Now, for President Trump, before you get over your skis, sir, I can appreciate that you believe we have to have people who know how to run certain systems to be able to train our people to run those systems so they can be American jobs. But the idea that we don't have people who can do these jobs is nuts. And if indeed you're hiring at a location in Chicago that says no U.S. citizen, well, we can't have this. And I put forth to you that those companies can't be allowed to work here. That reporting from the Washington Free Beacon, 3 stories you needed to know. Follow me for more at Tony Katz on Twitter X. This is Tony Katz Today.